Here I have the Vigo Smart Track. It's produced by Smarter Turn Systems, which a lot of you already know, for their Smart Brake and Smart Turn module. It's a new generation of motorcycle tracker with advanced theft and accident alerts. How does it work? What does it do? What is it? Does it work as advertised? Let's take a look. Hello, I'm Nikolai. Welcome to Spoke Wanderer. Let's roll. Let's talk Vigo Smart Track. I think most of you heard already about it. It was presented from Smarter Turn Systems in April 2020, and I was really curious about it because I heard very good things about the Smart Turn and the Smart Brake module which they produce. Smart Brake I have myself on the bike installed. Smart Turn unfortunately I can't have for the Ducati Multistrada 950 because it's unfortunately not compatible. So Vigo Smart Track has several features. The GPS tracking, which is also handy for the theft protection, and it has an additional accident detection. So the theft protection, certainly the bike moves, and normally Vigo should recognize, okay, now I'm on the bike. Unfortunately, it doesn't yet recognize the phone, so it doesn't recognize when I'm riding on the bike. So you always get the alarm. The best thing is you switch off the safety feature. I'm not sure what influence it can have on in case you make an accident. Talking about possible accident, there's three categories. One is you just drop the bike and you lift it up and nothing happened. You drop the bike and you don't lift it for about 5 minutes, you get the notification if you're okay. Second one is basically you drop the bike, you don't respond to the notification, you have an emergency contact in the app which will be notified if you don't respond, including the GPS location to send help. And the worst case scenario, you have a bad accident, Vigo directly recognizes, okay, it's bad, it sends directly the GPS location and alert to your emergency contact, which we hope it will never happen to any one of us. Still, it's a very nice feature to have because you never know if you may need it. Let's see what is in the box. The Vigo Smart Track and an installation instruction and some zip ties when you get it new. Now this is already my second unit which I got. This one is the first one. I placed the order directly in April when it was possible to order. It was including a 1-year subscription, and then waiting started. So I received it, this unit itself I received in somewhere in August. So once I received the Smart Track, I followed the installation, I installed the app on the mobile, and then basically as soon you're registered, you have this kind of special policy number which you get from them, because in some countries it's not linked to the Vigo, and once this is all done, the app shows you basically the same instructions on how to install it, which is it's so straightforward. You know, you have a plus and minus cable, black and red, and then you just connect it to your battery and you install it on your Vigo. So now you can't have it under the rider seat, so under yourself you can't. The challenge is to find then another solution. So I had it somewhere in the center, so behind me, and there was a little bit of metal above it, and yes, they say there should be nothing on top. Plus on the first device which they said, as you can see, there's the V, and this has to go basically into the riding direction, so it has to be mounted like this, not like this, not like this. It has to be mounted in that way. Okay, this was done. Then I knew it takes a while because the battery was empty, and I had it 3 days, then I took a ride, and then I get nothing happened. I took a longer ride over a weekend, and so on the way back home I basically uninstalled it because after almost 5 days no response from Vigo at all. So I had the top box, aluminium top box, the Trax ADV from SW Motec on, and I had it in there, and I drove home. So I had to refuel, and after I refueled and started off, I was driving about 50 meters. I got an alarm in my intercom. So I stopped and I said, finally Vigo is activated. If you open the app on your mobile phone, you have basically 4 screens plus the menu. The main screen, I post a picture here, shows you basically the model of your bike, your riding score, how many kilometers you were riding, what the bike is doing, and the riding days of the month. The second screen gives you the location of the bike and your location. Ideally, it is exactly where you are. The third screen is your rides, so on ride overview by day. You click on the tab. I also post a screenshot. You click on the tab and you see the route which you were riding, how long you were riding, the distance you were riding, your riding score, and the average speed. Unfortunately yet there is no maximum braking G-force and lean angle G-force available. And last is basically the leaderboard of people who have Vigo installed, and you can see day, week, month or year, so who is the champion, without giving any private information. So as I said, I had a couple of challenges at the beginning with the Vigo. Somehow it didn't record the rides, it didn't detect when I was riding. Then it did again. Then I contacted them, I contacted the support, and they said, look, put it somewhere else. I put it somewhere else, and I sent a picture, and this went back and forth, and no solution. They just said put it somewhere else. I was so frustrated that I said, should I put it on my windscreen that definitely is no metal around and nothing on top? I mean, it was surreal. It was just, not okay. I met then during summer someone who was a tester for the Vigo, and he said, man, shouldn't be a problem. I have some metal on top, and it was working flawless. Okay, he had the first unit, basically the development unit, which looked totally different. He gave me a contact, so I contacted someone else within Smart Turn Systems, and he said, okay, send me this QR code number, and let us check. So what I found out is basically the unit is communicating with the server, but it doesn't communicate always with GPS. So I had a couple of rides, 400 kilometers, 450 kilometers one day, and only the first 100 kilometers were recorded, so not really okay. But yeah, what to do. I received the replacement unit in December, and installed it on the, I think it was the 14th. On the 15th I had my first ride. It had basically the same on the screen. It showed me, okay, the battery of the Vigo is empty, so it didn't connect, and I knew I had to drive a bit so it warms up and it gets the connection. So that's what I did on the 15th. It took about 40 kilometers, then I got the known alarm in my intercom, and I know, okay, now Vigo is active. So 15, 16 and 17 I was riding, and it worked flawless. So it recorded, it gave me still the alarm, but yeah. So then over Christmas I didn't ride. The next ride I had on 29th, and again it didn't work at the beginning. It started giving me an alarm. I started recording after about 40 kilometers. Funnily in the same area which I have been the first time when the second unit was activated. Then it connected, then it recorded the track. Then the next ride, New Year's ride, I had on the 2nd of January, which it recorded of a 90-kilometer ride, about 4 kilometers, and then the bike was stuck somewhere. You see also a picture here. And then I ride it yesterday again, same. Now I communicated again with them and waiting for the outcome. I'm not sure what to think. I'm waiting for the answer. Hopefully they reply today, and hopefully we can solve it, because it would be really nice if this unit would work. Another good thing of the updated Vigo unit, it doesn't have to be mounted anymore in the direction of the wheel, so it is not bound into the riding direction. So the only thing is the riding has to face up. Other than that, you can mount it as per these guys in any direction you like, and I think that makes it for a lot of us much easier, that you're not tied to a certain direction, because some of our bikes don't have so much space at all. So as I mentioned, I communicated again with the guys from Smarter Turn Signal. I sent them some pictures on the current mounting location of the Vigo. I received the next morning a reply back with a different mounting location according to the pictures which I sent them. It seems like I mounted it at a metal bar, and even though nothing was on top of the unit, it may still cause interference. So I relocated the unit, and unfortunately I couldn't take a ride the last days. It was raining and now we have snow. Well, which is expected in winter, and as soon the weather is kind of calming down, so to say, and it's more safe to ride, I'm gonna take a ride, check if the different location makes now finally an impact, a positive impact on the Vigo, and I will observe this a bit. I will post a follow-up video, because I really believe that it's a very good unit. The idea behind with the theft protection, accident protection, the tracking and the IE, I just love it, and I'm pretty sure it will have a positive outcome. Stay tuned for these updated videos and many more. I'm Nikolai, You Spoke Wanderer. See you soon.